Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel Cricket Wicket, and India would believe that they've had a narrow escape. Being put to bat first, Rahul gave India the perfect start, scoring his maiden 50 this World Cup of 31 balls. Suryakumar Yadav gave India the kick in the middle overs before it was all set for Virat Kohli to dominate the last 5 overs. 184 looked like a good total against Bangladesh, but Liton 21 ball 50 seemed to make a mockery of India's bowling. But after the rain break, Bangladesh lost their way, losing 6 wickets for 40 runs. The equation for Bangladesh was 20 runs in the last over, and they brought it to the last ball, but Arshdeep Singh held his nerve to hand India a 5-run victory by the DLS method. India just made one change, getting Akshar Patel for Deepak Hooda, which many people were suggesting, because if you're getting Deepak Hooda as a 6th bowler and not giving him the ball, well, Rishabh Pant is a better option. But India decided that they needed a 6th bowler, and since they can't consider Deepak Hooda as a 6th bowler, Akshar Patel came back in. However, he could only bowl 1 over due to the vast amount of left-handers Bangladesh had, which was something I mentioned in my last video. It looks clear that between Rohit and Rahul, Rohit Sharma has taken up the role of an aggressor, but perhaps in the match he didn't give himself much time to get used to the conditions, which resulted in his wicket. Bangladesh brought 4 pacers, probably in hopes that they can do what the South Africa pacers did to India, which was to hit the deck in the good length area. But it's just that Bangladesh didn't have express pacers, hence that tactic was not as effective.
Stop copying me!
We were all fussing and talking about when will Rahul find his form, or should he just be dropped? But his innings clarified all matters and showed the doubters that this is why he's in the 11, because he can play these kind of innings and play some eye-pleasing shots.
क्या बात है सर? क्या बात है सर? क्या बात है? ये बात है.
After a cautious power play, he took on the inexperienced Shoriful Islam for 17 runs before getting dismissed after his 50. But I have to bring back this point again. India's power play totals does not back the quality of batsmen they have. India's scoring rate in the power play this World Cup is just 5.54. Only UAE has done worse, and that shows that India are trying to get out of the power play without losing too many wickets instead of playing according to their aggressive template. But Suryakumar Yadav knows only how to play with India's expressive brand of cricket, playing a very handy innings, starting his campaign as the #1 T20 international batsman strongly. As usual, he was able to find the gaps and find the boundary with his first couple of balls. He gave the boost in the middle overs after Rahul's dismissal, allowing Virat Kohli to play his natural game, which is to play till the end of the innings. Virat Kohli, well, is just having the T20 World Cup of his life. He's topping his 2016 T20 World Cup performance, and remember, 2016-2017 was Virat Kohli's peak. That speaks volumes of the World Cup he's having. He overtook Mahela Javardhane for scoring the highest number of runs in T20 World Cups. The intent was visible straight away in his innings. He was not afraid to play his shots. He brought his 3rd 50 in this World Cup. He was once again able to finish the innings strongly for India, remaining not out. But what I really like about him is that he's always trying to convince the umpire. Against Pakistan, it was for a waist-high no ball, and now against Bangladesh, it was for bowling the 2nd short ball for the over, and he was successful both times, and this time Shakib was not happy. Speaking about Shakib, I was really disappointed and at the same time surprised when he said publicly ahead of the match against India that Bangladesh were not here to win the World Cup. If I'm a Bangladesh fan, I'll be really disgusted at Shakib for saying that. It just shows the mentality of the captain that inside of him, he's already given up and he's just here as a formality. I didn't like that statement from Shakib. Bangladesh had an excellent start with the bat due to Liton Das. He could do no wrong in the match. If India's approach to the power play was to not lose any wickets by playing cautiously, Bangladesh's approach was to capitalize on the power play with no fear of losing their wickets. For the most part of the first 7 overs, the crowd was silent because there was nothing to celebrate. But the rain break was both a blessing and challenge for India. It broke the momentum built by the Bangladesh batsmen and required them to score 151 runs in 15 overs, increasing the required run rate. However, the rain also made the field so wet that India's throwdown specialists had to walk beside the boundary with a brush to clean the fielder's shoes. The direct hit from KL Rahul was a changing point as it resulted in Liton wicket, and that probably calmed the nerves of the Indian players. Bangladesh kept the attack on but kept on losing wickets at regular intervals. The 12 and 13 over resulted in only 9 runs and more importantly got India 4 wickets courtesy Arshdeep Singh's double strike and Hardik Pandya's double strike. Bangladesh were 6 down and needed 43 of 3 overs. I personally thought that India would win by 10-15 runs at that time, but some hefty blows from Taskin Ahmed and Nurul Hassan brought the equation to 20 runs of the last over. And the last over reminded me of the 2018 Handas Trophy final match between India and Bangladesh, where Dinesh Karthik won the match for India on the last ball by hitting a 6. Thank God Arshdeep Singh held his nerve and delivered for India. So let's have a look at the points table. India are sitting at the top of the table with 6 points. In order for them to secure their semi-final spot, India needs to win their next match against Zimbabwe. In case they lose to Zimbabwe, the only way they can be knocked out is if Pakistan win both their remaining matches, getting them to 6 points, and for South Africa to win against Netherlands, getting them to 7 points. It will then come down to net run rate, which at this time Pakistan's is better. Hence, the match against Zimbabwe is crucial for India to win. So that's it for today's video. Don't forget to like the video, share it and subscribe to the channel if you haven't. Tata and adios.